Everybody, a couple of developments here because the polls were pretty strong last night and strong this morning, and I did hear from the DDRW that I partied with before, but didn't really arrange anything as such. But then, well, that was going on, and I was like, okay, let's just see where this leads. And then I get a call or a text from my cat rescue friend that I haven't volunteered for the cat rescue for a while. I used to more when the pandemic was on, and you didn't really have to deal with humans. You didn't have to take the cat into the vets either. Even outside of the door, and you go, "Here's a cat," and you hand over the thing. So minimal contact with humans. So I kind of like that, but and so I stopped after, and I started finding humans a bit annoying. Except, of course, my friend. But I started to find the humans associated with the shelter and the vet and all of that stuff and the foster people a little annoying. So I ended up stopping volunteering. But it was sort of an emergency. A cat needed a ride to the vet. A cat hadn't been eating, so I'm like, fine. So it's okay. So I told my friend that polls have been strong. She knows all the details, and I said, hopefully this will be a good rechanneling. Which it was. I drove up here and dropped the cat, and apparently they're going to keep the cat overnight, so I don't have to wait and drive the cat back, So, and in this plaza, which when I was volunteering, I don't remember it. I used to go to the Tim Hortons, but in this plaza, there's a Chinese and Thai place. It's mostly takeout, little counter, but you can eat in. It's got like 3 tables, so so I ordered the lunch special. It comes with a Coke of a green curry vegetable, and they give either white rice or chicken fried rice. And I didn't even specify because I kind of assumed that if you're ordering a vegetarian dish, you're going to assume that the person is going to be a vegetarian, and you're not going to put the chicken fried rice. They give me chicken fried rice. That's okay. I mean, there's really just vegetable fried rice, and there's a couple of small pieces of chicken on the side. So I'm eating it. I haven't had chicken in quite some time. So that's my adventure. So, so far, this is a good rechanneling. Whether the other thing with the Dusty Duster Rolls and Weasel works out for today or tomorrow or later in the week or not. Because I did send this person the link that I'm 6 weeks clear, and I'm trying to stay clear. So this person kind of knows what the situation is. So it may not, it may not actually turn into an actual, binge. So let's see how that goes. In the meanwhile, I'm just having, hello everybody, guess what time it is? It's 11:11, and Akita's wondering about there. One of the babies is nicely settled there, and the other baby is nicely sitting there. Well, not quite settled, but sitting very nicely. So I guess the news is that yesterday I did do some cat volunteering. I didn't really tape during it, just afterwards when I was eating something, and drove a foster cat to vet for tests and things. And then I had a lunch, and there was a possibility of a binge, slither partying, which later in the evening there was again the opportunity came up, but I was already home and I was with the kids, and I didn't really feel like going out, and I'd made over 6 weeks, and I just didn't have the energy, and I was like going, if I go, I'm gonna be like all night, So I managed to stay home with the kids, I did. So, and then that's a push in itself, because I stayed home with the kids. I finished reading a good book. I didn't like the ending all that much, but it was a good book. And I just went to bed, and I woke up really appreciating sober time at home, rather than out slithering and exhausted and, not in good shape and kind of battered and maybe missing an ear. Instead of all of that, I was lying in my own bed, safe, comfortable, with the kids. Baby's on the bed with me. Akita came on the bed in the morning, and everybody had breakfast, and everybody's like, and I did some writing yesterday. While all that was going on, I did write about some of the mechanisms in the pushes and the pulls and what was going on. And so that was kind of productive. I wrote about 10 pages, and for once it was, more positive. It was like, because I didn't go slithering when I had the chance. Everybody, I'm here at my favorite Thai restaurant up by Dundas and Islington. I went to see a movie, but the timings, nothing really worked, and I even considered seeing Kung Fu Panda before, but the timing, I just missed it. By, you know, the start of it by like, you know, 5-10 minutes, and I'm like, so then I'm like, okay, maybe I'll just go have lunch, and this place is about 10 minutes away, so I came here, having lunch, and then from here, I might go to PetSmart, see what this month's special are. They change the specials on the 25th. So I'll see what this month's specials are, and maybe get some stuff. And then from there, I'll see if I feel like a movie. I might have the timing for the Bob Marley movie, which I haven't seen yet. So I did want to see it before it stops playing in the cinema. So I might check that out. Movie about Bob Marley. That was good. It was kind of a biopic, and it's a little hard to understand the dialects. They should have had like, subtitles. And it was a lot of music. Oh, it's a musical, but it was okay. Okay, now I'm gonna head back to the kids. Bye for now. Just got home and just about to take off my coat, and Agita's there, one of the babies there, and the other baby here. Just realized that I wanted to get kitty litter. I usually don't get it from PetSmart because I don't like the ones they have there. It's more expensive. I prefer to get it from a grocery store. But anyway, forgot. We've got enough for tonight. I'll go for tomorrow. So that's what's happening. The movie was good. I mean, it's not my kind of music, and just a little bit too much religious references. After all, I mean, you know, Bob Marley was very religious, Rastafarian. So that's like, you know, lots and lots of references to Jah and stuff. So not my thing, but it was interesting to see. So past a couple of hours. So now I'm going to, everybody, guess where I am? Casino. Okay. Now there is news. I made it 6.5 weeks. And, you know, I think my friends knew that I was, you know, this time around, I wasn't going to make the 12 weeks. I made it just past half of 12 weeks. And there's a certain situation, and as you know, I don't talk about the details here. I write someday, maybe, ever, published, changed, fictionalized, all that stuff. But for now, I don't, you know, just too personal. Other people involved, legal issues. I don't discuss the details. Yeah. So I'll just say that there was a situation that, you know, kind of was appealing and that I wanted to go back to. And yesterday, finally, I did. And it kind of went in a different direction. Let's just say that. It just went in a different direction. And in a way, it was better for me because I wasn't out all night, you know, and I kind of got out a little early and, you know, without doing too much stuff, you know, so, and without getting into certain situations that, you know, but anyway, I don't want to talk about it. So I just kind of, you know, whatever happened kind of pulled me back from some stuff that probably was better not to get into anyway, and it wasn't out all night. So I was home by midnight, you know, with the kids, you know, and I had some money left over. Now, you know what happens to me when I have money sitting in a drawer, you know, and I think I'm ready for a little bit of a control burn. Not a wild one, but a little bit of a control burn. After yesterday, and after, you know, kind of pulling back a bit from the edge, I'm like, okay, casino! Wish me luck, not in terms of winning money, but in terms of being able to work out without accessing every dollar I can access. To me, that's luck. Bye for now. Lost most of the money that I brought in so far, so I went back to the car and got some more. Getting some free spins on this one, but the thing is that it doesn't really pay a lot. It's like a maximum $1.50 bet, so I got 40-50 bucks. Hopefully. Everybody, I'm down here. I still have a little bit more money I'm going to play with, but I haven't eaten all day. I didn't eat much last night, so I'm sitting at their Thai restaurant bar thing here. They've closed all the machines on that side, but I'm having red curry shrimp, I think, you know, with veggies. It's actually quite good, and they put extra chilies, and I've got all kinds of hot sauces. So not bad for casino food. Okay, I've got some of my food left packed for later, and I haven't played this type of machine before. I'm getting some respins. No, it's not going to be a very high number, but I'm getting some of the money, and it's a little bit more to play with. I think that's a good one. It's still down like 300 or so, but I'm back to this other style of Zeus machine. And I think I'm getting a respin on this. I prefer the respins, yeah. These are usually better. I just... This one got, I think, a good spin. It's upgraded. See, turned gold. Hello everybody, it's the next day. Baby's here, Agita there. And I don't even know if I taped yesterday on my way out of the casino. Because I was just, you know... but it actually went okay. It worked as a control burn. And as I said, I don't want to go into details as usual. There was a bit of a slip, backsliding, whatever you want to call it, a binge, an excursion, whatever. There was a bit of a binge, fall, exploration, whatever. There was a bit of a thingy was it Thursday, Wednesday night, or something like that, Wednesday night, Thursday night. But it, without going into details, it didn't get as far as usual. Something happened, and it kind of got sidetracked, and it didn't go as long as usual, and it didn't go as deep as usual. So the previous time, 6.5 weeks before, that one went deeper and deeper and longer than before, so it was so much harder to come back. This time, it wasn't that deep of an excursion, it wasn't that long, so it was easier to come back, but still, I kind of felt I needed the casino control burn, So just kind of re-entered this atmosphere, the ordinary world, through that kind of portal. So I did go to, and the casino actually worked out okay because I was able to leave without accessing everything I could access. I think, about even, maybe up. I was able to work out maybe $100 or $200 up. And that's not important, up or down. I mean, for me, what's important is that it rechannels. It's distraction. It gives me that the high, the rechanneling of something a little safer than the other addiction, the control burn, and and as long as I can leave without accessing every dollar that I can access. Which is, the worst of the compulsion, which has happened. So, but if I can leave without accessing every dollar I can access, whether I'm up $100 or I'm down $100 or I'm down more than $100, if I'm down even $300, $400, $500, but I can leave without accessing everything I can access, I count that as a win. Hello everybody, 11:11, just a few minutes after what I just taped. So we get, Agita there, and both the babies there. And as I said, slightly different on this return, because I didn't go as deep last time. And I did go to the casino yesterday, but that wasn't too deep, because I managed to leave without losing everything. I managed to lose a little bit up. So just kind of a distraction, So today I don't think I need the casino. I have to go out, get some kitty litter, and do a little shopping, whatever's open today. And I don't know, grocery stores, drugstore for sure. And maybe have some breakfast or lunch, and then back to the kids. And try to do some writing. The plan for today is to do some writing and some reading and stuff like that. Bye for now. My favorite Hakka Chinese place, having lunch, soup, and then shrimp, chili shrimp. Vegetable fried rice, spring roll, and I got dry shrimp, chili shrimp for a change. Usually I get with sauce, because the dry, I can have it packed. We're getting close to closing time, and I can have it later if it's not soggy. So, the food is very good as always. Bye for now. I had a friend, Province, will be happy to see this. After the lunch, I'll come to wash the car. Like I said, the less I go into shadow, the quicker I come back to ordinary world. Washing cars, and I don't really need the casino today. I'm just going to wash the car, stop at Sobeys if it's open, get some kitty litter and stuff, and then back to the kids and try to do some writing. There's so many stories to tell. Anyway, bye for now. Here in car having some chocolate bunny ears with French vanilla just in front of the building, just over there, and replying to my friend's text. And I'm just going to head back to the kids. It's just over there. Hi kids, Daddy's almost home, 10 minutes. Bye for now. Everybody, it's 11:11 and Agita is running about this way, but then she saw her brother in the kitchen, so she's reversing. So we got Agita there, running around trying to avoid brothers, and we've got one of the babies there, and we've got one of the babies there. Now, I had a good night, stayed home yesterday after I came back from shopping and lunch, did not go to casino, which is a good sign, and just stayed home, relaxed with the kids, watched some streaming, worked on some journal entries, replied to text, stuff like that, and then went to bed. I had a very good night with the babies on the bed. Agita came on the bed in the morning. Everybody was mostly getting along. And I just fed the kids. And now I'm about to have my own breakfast at home for a change. I'm not going out. Vegetarian, sausages. I'm not sure how much you're supposed to cook them, but they're not meat anyway. They're just plant, So I prefer my food overcooked. But, and a fried egg. And a hamburger bun, because those are the buns, the bread I got yesterday. And then hot sauce. It's a breakfast of junkies. Bye for now. Clean, day three. Bye for now. And dessert is part of a chocolate bunny. I think I'm eating the middle part now. Bye for now. Hello everybody, it's the next day around 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, and Agita's there. And both the babies are here. The kids have eaten. They've had their brunch. I haven't eaten yet. And there's the other one. And the news is, yesterday, and as I just wrote to my out-of-province friend in an email, I may have spoken a little too soon when I said the polls were lower this time. Because without going into details, the binge on Wednesday night was interrupted and got cut short for external environmental reasons. And I don't want to talk about that, but it did get cut short. So less slithering, less partying, and I came home. It was like I was able to sleep that night, and it was not next day. It was. A little bit of pull, went to the casino, walked out up, everything was fine, pulls were lower, enjoyed, being back with the kids and not having to struggle as much to return to the ordinary world as I normally do after I go deeper into shadow. And then yesterday the pulse ramped up a bit because it was as if, it was interrupted and it didn't go as far as I normally go. And now it's like going, the inner whatever is going, we didn't go as far, we go back. Not to that situation, but to another one, whatever. And I'm like going, oh shit, fuck. So you can't win these things. So, but it was okay. Yesterday it sort of helped that I had a cold. It's better now because I've been taking the Tylenol meds. But I had a cold, and I just stayed in with the kids. I did some writing, and that's the tricky part. I don't go into details here, but when I do write about it, I do sometimes go into the details. And if I ever publish, it'll be names, situations changed, fictionalized, all of that stuff, but as I keep saying. But so I wrote a bit generally, and I had written before on like Thursday and Friday journal entries, and a little bit more yesterday and some thoughts, but nothing really specific triggering. It was still kind of relatively general, but last night there was pretty strong pull. And as I said, fortunately I had a bad cold, and I just stayed in with the kids. And today there was a bit of a pull again in the morning, but it's okay. I'm gonna go day by day. It's the usual thing. It's nothing new. Maybe not quite as strong as a pull as usual, but stronger than it was on Thursday, Friday. So this ends up being sort of like, it's a sort of a self-experiment. And like, if I alter this variable, what happens? If I alter that variable? And that too, I didn't do it purposely. It got cut short for external reasons. So, and then this is what happens if you cut something short, you know, and you get less slithering, less partying. Then this is what happens. The first couple of days is lower pull, and then the pulls ramp up again. So, I am going to, the plan is for today, edit and post later. And I was going to go for brunch, but it's only like 1:32, and I don't know, I may go for brunch. I may even just go to a casino. I mean, like, as I was explaining to my friend via email, the whole thing with casinos is that, as an introvert and pretty much as a recluse, when I party, I'm not in my natural state because I'm altered state, substances and released inhibitions and stuff like that, But when I go to a casino, I mean, it's very different. It's a different kind of high, but I'm still around people. I mean, it's a different kind of contact because I don't talk to a single person pretty much in a casino. Only contact is with machines, but you're still around people. And that's what I was trying to explain to my friend, is that there is a sort of a contact there because you're around other addicts who are pursuing the same high, but independently. Maybe. It's just a thought. So I was thinking about that. But anyway, at least, I'm not sitting at home by myself just with the kids, I'm around other addicts, but I'm not actually interacting with them. I'm interacting with the machine, but the energy of the other addicts is there. So maybe that explains, but then what happens is I get caught in that, and then I just can't leave until I access every dollar I can access, and then that's not good. That's not good. The last time I was able to walk out, actually even up a bit, up $100. So we'll see. I don't know if I really need the casino today, or if I can just go have brunch. I'll find out once I'm actually out of here, and then come back to the kids and edit and post. And then tomorrow I've got to go take Agita for her yearly checkup, something that I'm not looking forward to. But yeah, I'm sure the vet's not looking forward to it either. But usually once I get her into the case, as long as I have the element of surprise, then it's okay. And then once she's in the case, she's fine. She enjoys the drive, and then she's possessed at the vet's, but the vet has to deal with that. Last time he wouldn't even let me in the room, so I'm like, fine, you deal with her. So that's what's happening. Day 4 clear, I guess. Bye for now. I'm here at the casino again. Yeah, I came. I think I needed this. So I'll try not to use everything that I can access. And I haven't eaten yet, so I'm going to try to maybe eat something and then see what happens. I'm not getting an upgrade on this one. It didn't turn golden. Bye for now. I'm on a different machine here, a non-Zeus one. I get respins, but it's not really giving a lot. And that oh, come on. I played some other machines, and the thing doesn't open until 5. The Thai restaurant. So I came here, and all 3 Zeuses are playing. I only bet 2 rather than 3, so it'll be a little bit less. But anyway, there is a win. Bye for now. I am down $100 and something, so that's normal. I went up a bit, and then I fed it back into machines and other machines besides Zeus. So I think I'm down $110, $20, but for me that's like basically even. So, and if I have to, and I go to the car and get another 100 or 200 more that I've left there. But for now, I came here. It opens right at 5. So I came, and I really like the food here, and whatever's left over, they give a little thing, and I pack it, and then I take it home. So Thai, red curry, vegetables. I didn't get the shrimp this time, So, and lots of hot sauces, and they put plenty of. You asked for 4 chilies. The car, of course, losing it on this. Some 444 there, but I'm not getting anybody in it. That's okay. Hey, I control burned for quite a while, and I was down, I think 200, and then I came to the car and I got another 100, so it was down 300, and then I kind of went up 100. Well, I mean, up meaning the 100 I got from the car, I win it back. And I was about to walk out, and actually came out through the door, and I'm like going, fuck it. So my thing was I wasn't going to access any more money from accounts, and I still have 100 left in the car. So I left in the glove box, and it's shouting at me. It's going, let's go back in, let's go back in, let's go back in, and I'm like going, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, Anyway, I'm talking to money. Hello everybody, I just got home a few minutes ago, and Agita is there, and one of the babies is there, and the other baby is there, playing with some piece of fluff or something on the floor. Or maybe it's an insect, I don't know. So, I want to make a very brief synopsis of the week. As you know, I don't go into details about binges. I write about them as far as I can without triggering, cravings, and at this point I write about them entirely for myself. Someday, maybe try to publish and fictionalize, thinly disguise, all of that stuff. But in the podcast, I just deal with the structure, with the pushes and the pulls and the generalities. So and I've already said this, made it 6.5 weeks. And I did not make it the 12 or the 14 like before, because that last, slither binge 6.5 weeks ago, almost 7 weeks ago actually today, 7 weeks ago today, that was a very deep one. Very, very deep, with, all kinds of variety of substances and slitherings. So over like 3 days. So that was a very hard one to return from. And I did make it. The first couple of weeks, I made it with the help of Control Burns casino, and that got a little out of hand. I was losing quite a lot of money, but that was keeping me broke, which actually helped, So, it was an expensive way to battle an addiction by engaging in another expensive addiction, but one that's healthier in the sense that, there are less possible health risks with gambling. It's just financial, and it's stressful. It's stressful, and but it's and I have, as I said before, seen the occasional old person have a stroke in the casino, but very rare, Whereas with the other thing, there's more chances, because it's a stimulant, and and as somebody pointed out to me, because I don't do it all that often, I won't have the same tolerance as a daily user, So even if I do it every few weeks, it's kind of risky, especially at my age. So got to be a little careful there. And it turned out okay in the sense that I made it 6.5 weeks, and there was a situation I went back to, and it didn't quite work out. It partially worked out, and then kind of ended early, external circumstances sort of outside of my control, and ended up doing less stuff and less slithering than intended, than usual. Now, so sobered up, and came home, hadn't really done all that much, sobered up, came home to the kids. The next couple of days were good, because I hadn't gone as far into shadow. I had a night's sleep, which I don't usually after I'm usually up all night partying. So I had a good night's sleep, and I was with the kids. A night's sleep. I don't know about good night's sleep. And then the next day I did go to the casino, and it wasn't out of control. It was like I managed to leave like up $100, So it was, and I was there for a while. I played, just as without compulsively playing. It was more like just playing as a distraction, and and a different kind of high, than the other high. But this one is safer because it's there's no substances involved, and it's legal, So I'm like, that was okay. The Friday was okay. Went for lunch and back with the kids and everything, and it was all good. Yesterday, maybe Friday night, and then Saturday, the pulls ramped up, and I think that's because it was sort of incomplete, because it was supposed to go a certain time and in a certain direction, and that didn't happen, and it's like the inner whatever. Werewolf or dragon or whatever the thing is, id, the inner whatever is like going, but that wasn't enough, Now, okay, it's been a couple of days, let's go back, let's go somewhere else, let's do something, and I'm like, fuck off, Remember way back in my podcast, I even looked at ways of killing werewolves, like silver and stuff like that, but and then decided that you can't really kill it. It's part of me. You have to kind of tame it or control it, And my analyst was big on like how David Bowie had controlled his, and he had a painting of him standing next to a wolf. He had controlled his inner instinctual animal thing and all that stuff. But anyway, all of that, it pulled. Yeah, but I was a bit sick. I had a cold. I'm better now. I took the cold medications, and I was a bit sick, and there was some pull. And of course, I just stayed home with the kids yesterday. I just stayed home, battled, and today I'm like going. I think I need the casino control burn, So I did go, and it was a little, I played. It was not really compulsive, and I did end up down like $300, which for me is like, that's like up. I'm leaving without accessing every dollar I can access. And I actually had $100 left in the car, which has gone back into the drawer, which is for the next casino next time I need it. So it worked. I mean, the control burns don't always work. They sometimes get out of control. But after this binge, they've been mostly working as a distraction and a rechanneling, So that's what's been happening. And tomorrow, taking Agita for her annual vet checkup, which is a bit of an ordeal for the family. But it's okay. I'll get her into the case. Once I get her there, then the vet and the assistant, they like wear bite gloves and they're screaming and howling from her as, people can hear probably in Niagara Falls from Woodbridge. So there's like, all of that. So, but that's tomorrow. So we'll do that. I guess that's a distraction. I guess that's a rechanneling, So, and that is a return to ordinary world. My duties and responsibilities as a parent, as a cat parent. So, now, I'm not going to talk anymore about the binge. It could have been much worse, It was cut short, and at first that was a good thing. And then it ended up increasing polls because it was kind of, it didn't go as deep as they normally went, and then there was like something unsatisfied. So that's what, but it's okay. I've been rechanneling, I was a bit sick, and I went to the casino today, and I was there for hours. And I played quite a bit, so I did win some money, and I just played with it. So I mostly played with money that I'd won. But, in the end, I was down 300. It's okay, So, now, the only other thing I want to do is, let's do this, And tarot sort of came up in the... Now, I've shuffled. I've done a Nutty Professor shuffle. For some reason, and as I said before, I don't feel the heat like the person who taught me suggested. But I kind of get for some reason, that card. I got my finger on it now. That card was this one. I'm going to pull it out, So let's see what it is, and then I'll look it up. Oops. I don't want to drop them all. Wait. Come on, out. This is the one. Let's see what it is. 8 of Swords. Frustrations, feeling bound and gagged. That's kind of interesting. I mean, the whole struggles with addiction and with, and with what happened on the latest binge and the going 6.5 weeks. And there are frustrations and that whole thing about what can I say in podcasts and, 1 second. Let me look it up on my other phone and see what it says. way, I had actually taped everything on the chair and, said bye from the four of us, see you next podcast, all of that stuff. And I had to go down to the car to get a cable, which, I didn't realize I needed. And then came back up, and something went wrong with the taping, with the editing, because, what I had taped didn't come, the last bit. So I picked the card, and that is included in the video so far. So the description, very, relevant to me. I'm going to, reflect on a bit. But a woman bound and blindfolded, 8 swords, seeming trapped in her place, a symbol of limiting thoughts, beliefs, mindset that prevents her from moving forward in her life. However, if you look closer, if the woman removed her blindfold, she'd quickly realize that she can escape her predicament by letting go of her limiting beliefs and establishing a new, more empowered mindset. Water pooled at her feet suggested intuition. And that came up in another tarot from before for me, So, very, very relevant. And I taped that, and then I showed the kids, and I said bye from now, and all that stuff, and then all that got lost. And now I don't know if I can splice. This may be a little beyond my editing skills. So I've already got the video. I might have to just post it as it is. Just kind of abruptly ends with my picking the card. Everything else is in there, but it ends there. I'll see if I can splice this in. It's going to be, I know it's a little beyond my skills, but we'll see. I might have to put them all together again and then save, and then take a long time, but we'll see. So anyway, we've got Agita there under the dining table, and we've got one of the babies here rolling about the kitchen floor, and we've got the other baby here, and we've got myself, the nuttiest, craziest, most fucked up professor to ever walk the face of the earth, 4 days clear. Even though it wasn't a major binge, but it still counts as a binge. So 4 days clear and counting, bye for now. See you next podcast.